Hey everybody, it's JG Bocella here. I'm the founder of Vision by JG, and I'm the creator of the VisionCube and the VisionBook workbook. This is the VisionBook workbook. And I just wanted to share the concept behind both of these, okay? So you may have heard of vision boards. Some people have heard of vision boards. And the idea is that you create a vision of what you're trying to manifest in the future. So if you have your brain focusing like a laser on your vision, it helps you to start to see opportunities and focus more clearly and so on and so forth. Now, a lot of the rap against vision boards some people have is like, that's great, you can't just sit around visioning all day. You have to do something, right? So that's kind of like what we address with the how part of this: who, what, when, where, why, and how. See, how is the plan. That's your action plan. But furthermore, just the whole structure, the way I created this and structured the Vision Book and the Cube is breaking it down into these 6 sections. So I just want to give a quick overview of this process for you. And the whole goal with this is we want to help people to be able to expand their sense of what's possible for their futures. So that's really what this is about, creating a future self-portrait to expand their sense of what's possible. That's the core question behind this, is what's possible. Okay, so the book, as I said, is broken down into these 6 sections. There's an intro part, which is a creative process warm-up in the book. And basically we're trying to get at these 3 things about, and this is for youth, for kids, pretty much 12 years old and up, for adults too, really for everyone. But it is an educational thing. And for folks, again, who are into self-development, it's even more so, I think, something that they would be very interested in. But anyway, the idea is, at the intro, it starts with this creative process warm-up, and what it is we're trying to get at 3 things. What are you naturally good at? Things you might not even realize. Some you might know, some you may not, but your friends or family members may say, oh, you're good at this, you're good at that. She's a natural at jumping or drawing or math or whatever it is. Just what you're naturally good at. And the other thing is, what do you love to do? What are the things that you could just do forever, not even thinking about it? Time passes like crazy. What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? And then the third thing is, what do you value? That's what we're trying to get at. What do you really value? So the way we start that is using art and creativity. Is in the first section, there'll be in the book, it'll say, the first thing I'm going to do is do a warm-up, and it asks you to just draw a circle. So this is like a workbook journal. You can see there are instructions at the beginning, then a lot of blank pages for you to write down, draw, paste images in. So it's like a vision board in a book. So this is your vision book. But so anyway, first thing you do is draw a circle. And then think of how many different things can you make with the circle. Oh, there's kitty cat making noise in the background. Charlie cat is making noise in the background. But anyway, so how many things can you make with a circle? Pizza, wagon wheel, button. So just, take a few minutes. And if you're doing this while you're watching the video, you can actually. If you get your book and you want to refer to this, you can just pause it and take a couple minutes and draw as many different things as you can with a circle on a couple pages. Then, and this is, again, a creative process warm-up to get your brain thinking in different ways and loosened up. The next thing is, let's draw some squares. Little square, big square, squares together. And then, again, same thing. What can you make with a square? A house on it, a box or a cube or whatever you come up with. So same thing, take a few minutes, draw some squares. Then we'll do triangle, same thing with the triangle. Then you can put the pieces together and have fun with it. Then the last part of the first warm-up section is just, I want you to draw something. And some people say, oh, I'm not an artist. You don't have to draw. It can be stick figures. It can be a face and a stick figure. Try to represent what it is that you value most, or the things that you value most in life. So is it family? You have stick figure family. Is it love? You can make a little heart. Is it money, money sign? Is it, nature? So what are the things that you really value? They can be physical things like a tree for nature, or conceptual things, again, like peace, love, justice, whatever it is for you. So again, if you're doing this while watching this, you can pause it, take a few minutes and do that along with the workbook. But this is still pretty much more of an overview. We'll be doing more extensive videos in the future, I believe. But anyway, so that's the, sorry for the noise. That's the initial process, warm-up. Then it goes into the 6 sections. Again, it's who, what, when, where, why, and how. And I'll explain the connection. I'll explain the connection with the VisionCube after that. Sorry, I'm having more distractions. Sorry, bear with me, thanks. So anyway, so here we go with the who, what, when, where, why, and how. So with who, for the first thing we'll think about is, and you can add to this, we're gonna have an app, a Vision app coming out that's gonna go deeper, and it'll be really fun in terms of how you can go deeper with each section. But just to start with who, it's like what's my vision of who I want to be in the future? It's like, I'm running late all the time. I want to be somebody who's really punctual, or just things in terms of it is self-improvement. Sorry, now the cat is really all in this video. Okay, hold on. Get down. Okay. So I'm not gonna edit this. I don't have time. Anyway. So who's the person I want to be? What are the change, whether it's health and fitness or just whatever self-improvement thing. But what do you aspire to? So what's my best self? And it's like 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. And then think about, okay, who do I admire? Who are the people that I admire? Who are my heroes? Who's a mentor? Who are the people that I care about? Who are the people I can learn from? And then also, in terms of, if you have a more clear sense of what you are trying to build and do, you can circle back to this after you flesh out the what of your projects and circle back to the who, and think about, well, who's already doing something very similar to what I'm trying to do, whether it's in the field of architecture or music or science, whatever it is, but who's doing that already? And how could I learn from them? And who could mentor me, whether it's reading about them in a book or an in-person mentor or whatever. So you can go deep with the who. The what, moving on to the what, is, what is it that you're trying to manifest? And this can be many things, like a particular project or a big overall thing. So my what is my deepest held dream, which is my music. That's my first passion. And I have a new album coming out, and I have a single that's out. I want to, I have a whole vision, huge vision for a 10-piece band, 6 concept dancers with color coordinated stuff, this whole elaborate show that I want to do. That's my number one what. That's my big, crazy vision kind of thing. And so that's my big what. But even, other things that are subheadings of that, like your current projects under this, well, here's what I have to take care of. And fleshing that out more. Okay, so then who, what, when. So you get your when, and this is your timeline. So I want this to happen within 1 year, within 2 years, within 3 years. What are my 90-day goals? So for the next 90 days, I want to be very concrete. So the when is by, 90 days from now, I want to be swimming 3 times a week, for health and fitness. I want to be making X amount of money every week, or whatever those are. So you can go more deeply into that too. So who, what, when, where. Okay, in the future, where do I want to be spending my time? And it can be out there, like more so in a city setting, more so in a countryside, more so, broadly, but then specifically, what are the places that I really want to spend time in or travel to, or dream bucket list kind of places? It can be all of that with your where. And, these are pretty obvious, but you can be surprised how much you can go into it more deeply. And again, the tagline is focus on what matters. Thanks to our friend Bob Walters for our tagline. Thanks, Bob. But focus on what matters. That's what this is designed to do. There's so many distractions. We all know there's so many distractions, but This is great because it's like the Vision Cube is like a stress ball. It's smooth and firm, and you can just like grip strength, stress ball thing. I carry it everywhere all the time. I wake up, go to bed, it's always in my hand, and it brings me back. And the Vision Cube is designed to key into, like, if I'm really focused on my 90-day goals or my when, maybe for a particular part of the week, I'm really more homed in on the when. It's like I can keep this as a visual cue with me throughout the day, thinking about my when I did, and then go refer back to the Vision book, what I have in the workbook. So anyway, who, what, when, where, and then why. And I have my why sitting upright on the top, because that's really, I start with that because that is, my main motivation. For me, my main why is my family. And it's like, that motivates me a lot. And also what I feel like my purpose is on this earth. And that has to do with equality for all people. And I've always been obsessed with equality for all people, and using my music and art to spread love and really fight for equality and justice for all people, to work towards that and to bring people together with music and art and ideas. That's my passion, to use my artistic creative gifts to help others, to serve humanity, to bring folks together. That's what lights me on fire personally. And so, but my why, even beyond the creative side, are in tandem with, but really my number one why is my family. So you can do a lot with why you do what you do day to day or long term. And then finally, we get to the how. And with our how, again, this is the plan. It's all well and good to focus on it, but how are we going to do this? And this is the strategic plan. It's like, okay, well, can be very mundane things. Well, if I have a goal of 90 days from now, my what is to be swimming 3 times a week. When 90 days from now, I probably need to find a pool, and I need to make a phone call, do some research. Where is there a pool I can get a membership or whatever that is? So, you'd be surprised, but that's really laying out a plan. And then under your plan with the how is then, whether it's a business thing or personal thing, it's strategy too. You get into, well, we have the overall objectives and the plan, and then the strategies to achieve that, and then the actual tasks, like the mundane little tasks. But that's all under your how. How am I going to do this? So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you all an overview. The website is VisionCubes.com. So we already have the book. The book is available on Amazon. If you look up J.G. Bocella, Vision Book, but it's also, you can get to it through VisionCubes.com. We have it where you can order it on the VisionCubes.com site as well. The cubes and the book, they both each go for $14.95. And if you're interested, you can get in touch. If you're like running a program or organization, school, and you want to do a bulk order, we do have lower bulk rates. And we're going to be just bringing more content in terms of people really working on their visions and seeing where we go with this. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and have a great day.